reason we put this on is we've had a lot of requests recently about allotments, and we thought that it was an area that members would be interested in. As you know, APSE is always looking for examples of best practice innovation and ability to provide networking opportunities. Some of the key findings of this year's allotment state of the market is that 96% of all the respondents, and we had nearly 90 authorities respond to it, saying that they actually have council-owned allotments. And of those allotments, 34 are directly managed by council officers themselves, 57% a mix of council and site committees, and 9% managed solely by allotment association. And the big change there has been, there's been a large increase of allotments coming back to local authorities to run.
The process of completing a strategy can be summarised as having the following stages. Firstly, research and initial analysis. Secondly, consultation and engagement. Thirdly, further analysis. Fourthly, drafting. Then final consultation and engagement. And then finally, finalising an adoption of the strategy.
For me, it's about them doing it for themselves, and also having that autonomy. They can make their own decisions and they can serve their local communities. So what might work well at one site doesn't always necessarily work well at another site because of the area that they sit in. And generally they can respond so much more quickly than a local authority. So they can make those local decisions, like I say, that are right for their community.
Welcome to everyone, and it's great to see the turnout. If we can just jump to the next slide, what I'm going to be taking you through is digitalising the management of allotments. And as a starting point, I wanted to take you through effectively moving from a very paper-based system to a database solution. At MCPC, we provide Colony, which is an online application for managing allotments. This is a screenshot of someone logging in this case in Colony. It's backing off to a database because it's a web application backing off to a database. And now not only do I want to manage my allotments, but maybe I wish to be able to do other things as well.
So a number of our sites have actually had a 33% increase in the number of people asking for their waiting list. So just that list on the left-hand side, we've got 915 people on the waiting list, and that's just for Salford City Council managed sites. So say 70% of our sites are self-managed.
So there's all sorts of smart measures we can use. Obviously collecting rainwater is a good one, but also perhaps looking at the way that we grow our plants. I'm a big fan of perennial plants. That's something that's really quite underused. There's a picture of some African kale there, which is a great perennial plant. And if you think about it, a perennial plant has got a great big root system already established, so it actually needs much less watering than if you're planting stuff out every year. It's also less work as well.
When we're speaking to plot holders, we're talking about the reduced stress levels. I mean, spending an hour on your plot is better than any antidepressant drug that I can think of. You're also getting the added benefits of reduced food miles as well, so there's less carbon associated with your own footprint. The sense of contentment that comes from growing your own, the increased interaction with the natural environment, you actually end up learning about the cycles and what your place in that is as well, and it lessens the requirement for chemical inputs.
We are trying to maximise the food we grow on this site, and this year we will probably have grown about £10,000 worth of local fresh organic produce. A site like this, and there are good examples in London where community organisations have run them, you could be generating 50, 60, 70,000 pounds worth of produce. However, it isn't about generating income for us, it's about feeding as many people in a affordable way as possible.
Thank you very much for joining us today, and we're getting some really good comments there. So yeah, thank you very much, and I hope to see you at some point in the future and probably have a chat with you less than 2 meters away.